Hey guys, Fry here, and welcome back. This is going to be a different style of video. We're going to be playing DBD. I'm going to quickly get into it so we can be using the Broken Doll on the Dredge for 20 seconds of extra Nightfall, so it lasts 20 seconds longer, and decrease teleportation cooldown by 4 seconds when we're not in Nightfall. So those are going to be very, very helpful. The perks we're running are Discordance, which when 2 or more people work on a generator, the generator gets highlighted yellow for me. Super helpful with teleporting 2 gens with lockers. Hex Undying, stop my Hex getting destroyed. Hex Devour Hope, I'm sure many of you know how it works. And then Jolt. So M1 is pretty much the only way we can down, and that gives us the advantage if we are near any gens. But you're probably wondering, Fry, you haven't done a DBD video in a while. Yeah, I was just playing some Survivor last night, and I thought, why not? Not Survivor, Killer. And I just thought, well, fuck it, we'll record it. And just commentate over it afterwards, which is something I've not done before, so it's kind of weird for me. But, I mean, I thought I'd just fill in while this thing loads. I literally decided, like, I was going to record it as the game started to load, like, right here. As soon as it got to the loading screen, I was like, oh, quickly, I'll do it. Because I thought, surely it'll go okay. I've not really played much Dredge, and he seems really fun. So, I'm super excited for that. I was super excited for that. I think this is his map as well, which is kind of funny. But like I said, I do not know Dredge. I've only played a tiny bit of Dredge. Before I recorded this... Oh, we found our first survivor. Before I recorded this, I had 2 games of him beforehand. So I just thought, fuck it. See how this goes. But right now I'm trying to mind game this survivor. Oh, I swing, I miss. I think at this point I was like, this game's not going to go well. There we go. So I faked the pallet with the Night Shroud thing that you could teleport back to. And then I teleported here. Oh, they already got rid of my Undying. How dare they? See, not a good start so far, as you guys might have noticed. I was very much worried. But, I mean, hopefully the game turns around. And this is what Discordance is for. Unfortunately, they closed that and I couldn't get that survivor. But, I gave that one a little whack. And she used a pallet. So, all in all, I feel like that was very positive. I benefited from that quite a lot. But now I'm just trying to catch up as quick as I can. I also love the way the Dredge, like, moves. I don't know why. It's just so funny. That person could have, you know, body blocked, but they chose not to. And then we're going to switch targets quickly, get an injure on this girl. Ah, we missed. But as you can see, that gen is also jolted. Thanks to us downing this girl. But we're going to pick her up. Someone attempts to get the flashlight save, but fucked it. So I learned from Otstava that there's always a hook up here, either in this room that I'm about to hook her on, or outside. So thank you, Otstava. She tries to sabo, doesn't work. So we luckily get the hook, and I attempt to chase her down, but she obviously jumps through that window. That window is so good. I decided to run Jolt. It's probably like an odd pick, especially because it's not level 3. But I decided to run Jolt because I don't have many things for the Dredge. Like, I've been leveling him up using other just blood points I've had. So I'd never really played him. I hear them. I don't know if you guys can hear them. But they are still here. They decided to stay and heal. So I smacked that bitch. She gets stuck on the wall, which is so unlucky. But then I lose her. I just straight up lose it somehow, and yeah, I fucked it. But we are in Nightfall now, so hopefully we can do some shenanigans, because we have no terror radius in Nightfall. And here we are, both the injured survivors, and they've only done 1 gen. Wow. I didn't realise, I thought they would have done a gen by now. I was gonna chase that survivor down, but I decided not to, and then I saw the Meg, and she tries to flashbang. Not gonna happen. So we're gonna pick her up. Again, flashlight, and this time he gets the save. I was so annoyed. I was like, God damn it. But it's fine. We're just going to quickly chase down. I set the shroud, the remnant, that's what it's called, just to fake it, and then teleported through a locker, which I was so shocked that that worked. And she's still hanging around for the flashlight save. Like, go away. Yeah, that's what you fucking get. Woeful underdressed. Don't hang around for the flashlight save to the point that it's detrimental to you, especially if you're injured. I also just realized they are all injured. Here I was just making sure there was no one that could pallet save, because we've already been flashlight saved, so... And then I noticed that guy right there to the left of me, thanks to the auras. I love the white glow you get in Nightfall for survivors. It's so helpful. She, for some reason, tried to do something like that, and it just caused her to get... when she did that, I was like, why would you do that? I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. Also, I'm sorry if the audio and all is going to sound a bit weird, because, like I said, I'm recording this part, me talking and commentating over it. I am watching it while I'm doing it, but like, they've been recorded separately, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to make them sound like even, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to match up when I'm talking to the right moments, but I should be able to, I hope. But they only have one gen done. We've got 3 tokens of Devour. This game is going exceptionally well. It went a lot better than I expected it to. I mean, I could have tunneled out a survivor by now, basically, because we do have 4 hooks, but I mean, I personally don't like tunneling. I try to avoid tunneling at all cost, because I just find the game more fun when you don't tunnel. She manages to get the blind, but we still managed to get the down, which I was very chuffed with, because as soon as I hit that blind, I was like, ah. But now they know we have Devour, because she would have been notified. Unfortunately, it got revealed on someone who was already injured, but that's fine. I feel like this bit takes a little while, because I try and mind game. Oh no, I just leave it. Oh yeah, I wanted her to get the Devour. Unhook. Also, you do teleport faster in Nightfall, so that's super fun. Just zoomed across to it. Where'd she go? Oh, she's still there. I was going to say, I can't see her. I'm also going to break that, because it is a pain in the ass. I also found out you can only lock each locker once. Once it's been broken and opened in, like, they can't do it again, which is super fun. Super fun. Super awesome for me, anyway. But yeah, this bit takes a little while. I was trying to do a bit of mind gaming, but she messed up. I swung. She didn't throw the pallet down, and I missed. But I got close enough that... I forgot they did that flashbang save. I got close enough that she couldn't throw the pallet down. But she did that, so I set the remnant. I'm not very good at using the remnant, because I was just basically trying to still somewhat figure out the dredge. But we get blinded and stunned, but I don't mind too much. I mean, it's a perfect chance for me to... just destroy the gem, really. Destroy the gem, destroy the pallet, get rid of it. I can hear her, so I'm like, where is she? Oh, I just realized Nightfall is over. But she is still chilling at the car. Yeah. It's not a very strong loop, but it's a good enough loop that you can, you know, loop the killer for a little bit. Especially like that, she faked it, and I was like, nah. I knew that time she was going to fake it again, and I was like, I'm not falling for it. Whether you fake it or not, I'm hitting. But I noticed that was locked, so I thought, destroy it, get rid of it. And because I was pretty sure there was a survivor nearby, and I was right. Because she was going to try and do the whole flashbang save again, and I was not having it. Nope. It was not going to happen, not on my watch. So now we get 2 survivors at the price of 1, but very sadly, they destroyed our Devour, which I was gutted about because we are 1 away from being able to Mori, and I've not seen the Dredge's Mori. I could have equipped a Mori so I could see it, but I didn't want to. Did she just try and save that girl? Either way, the auto-aim fucked up me hitting her, which was super annoying. But I did notice, yeah, I was going to say, I noticed that survivor in the distance. But I'm going to quickly pick up Mitch Love Christie. Just so that way she is on the hook. I'm not sure if she's dead or not. Is she dead? No, I didn't think she was. So there are 2, 4, 5 hooks left. That was a fast unhook as well. Like, she threw down the pallet to distract me and then just jumped right in front. And obviously she doesn't want the other girl to get tunneled, and I don't really like tunneling, so I'm gonna go for the one that saved the freshly injured. She messed up. I think she knew she messed up, because when she threw it that way, she kind of just stood there. Like, I fucked up. Because we've all done that. We've all accidentally thrown a pallet the wrong way, or it's just not got thrown in time. So, I feel for it. I feel for it. I just realised that one of the people's called Flaming Yoda. They have some great names on this one. Woefully Underdressed, Morimi Trickster Heart, Flaming Yoda, and Mitch Love Christie. Well, I mean, the Mitch Love isn't that great, but Flaming Yoda and the Morimi one are. So, I noticed that when I'm teleporting around through the lockers... I love the fact that there's no terror. This is so dark. It clearly fucked with her. I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, in the lockers, when you travel through and from, I've noticed I can hear gens if I pass them. And I've been able to hear injured survivors, which I didn't know was a thing. But right now I set the remnant and accidentally teleport to a locker. I don't know if you guys have done that, but I did that at least once or twice. So it was kind of a pain in the ass, but I mean, oh well. I was about to get it down, but it is what it is. We've got 2 survivors dead, and there's only 2 left. One of them's on death hook. And yeah, she just got in the locker. I don't know why, but I wanted to see what it looked like when you entered a locker and got a survivor through the teleport, so I did this. Just to see what it looked like. Which I thought was pretty cool. I don't know if she thought I didn't know she was in there, or if when I was like stood in front of her, she was like, "Wow, I'm fucked." But I was gonna say, yeah, she is the one that is dead. So now we've just got to look for the hatch, and obviously the other survivor. But you know, so usually my first point of call with the hatch is to go to the shack. Also, I'm gonna destroy these for points. Go to the shack, see if the hatch is there, because it does spawn there a fair bit sometimes. It's one of the few spawns that, you know, happens that people can know about, that you can predict, I should say. But now I'm just moseying around looking for the survivor and the hatch, but she gets it. So overall, I think that was a very good game, considering it didn't start great. But now we're just going to get into all the points. I think I do pause to have a little look at the survivors' builds and perks. We almost double pipped. I feel like we would have if we killed that last survivor, but I mean, they got lucky and found the hatch. We gave them a GG, and I mean, considering how high prestige they all are, and I am a new Dredge, I feel like that went really well. But now we are immediately straight up. We're in the second game. This time I got to record the offerings, and we are being sent to Macmillan by someone. So that's not great. I should also mention that I did record this before the event. It was like a day or 2 before the event. It's been sat in my videos for a little while because I've just been putting off commentating over it. So I mean, I suppose it is what it is. Okay, we are in the Macmillan estate. That loading screen was so long, I decided that I'm just not going to just talk through this loading screen like I did the last one, because I needed to get my tea from downstairs, because I left it downstairs. Sad time, it's kind of cold. But as you can see, straight away, 2 people on each gen. So, already know where all 4 survivors are. Which is great news, but sadly they've already locked this. So they are going to preemptively get away. But that is fine. We are going to break that lock, and this one, so that we can freely teleport to this gen once again. There's no way for them to relock them, so we are golden. And now it's time to go to the next gen that is got 2 survivors on it. I noticed that when you go to a locker and it's yellow, the aura is yellow, it means it's been locked. So these survivors aren't dumb. I feel like I managed to get into a match with very, very competent survivors, which is good because, you know, a good match, a difficult match, but it's also bad because I'm a new Dredge, and I'm not the best at, you know, playing him yet. But I did notice the other survivor was by the window, so I decided I'm going to chase this bitch down, and she's obviously going to hop through, but I thought, well, we're just going to climb on through with her and switch targets, you know, going to mix it up, and going to try and get this guy. I set the Remnant to see if I can trick him, but I spot Bill, and I figure, why not give Bill a little slap, you know? The more people are injured, the more time they've got to spend healing. I also saw his aura then, I don't know why. Oh, it might have been because of him dying. So I decided I'm going to teleport to this locker. He very annoyingly managed to get the blind and the stun, but I mean, it is what it is. I thought I saw him in the left then, but there he is. Jumps through the window. And I was kind of hoping I could get him to jump back through the window and that I'd catch him off guard, but I mean, it didn't happen. And then I get the notification for this. So, out I come, and boom. Brilliant. This, for me, I believe is the key moment. Up until now, I felt like the game was going more so in their favor. Like, yeah, I'd injured some people, but that was basically it. So, this is, I feel, the moment the game starts to turn, but they do get rid of my undying, I believe, and complete a generator, which is not the best, but I mean, I got her down in the end, so that is all I could ask for. So now I'm just going to teleport as far away as I can. I heard someone running towards the unhook, so getting away as far as I can to activate my Devour and check the far away gens was my plan. I thought the person would have got the unhook by now, but I just remembered there is no terror radius until the end of nightfall, so they might be worried that I'm still stood here, hiding, and it is hard to see. So I came back because I thought, well, surely someone's going to be there, but again, no one was there. I think they were just trying to be cautious and do gens while nightfall was up. So I destroyed the pallet and the gen, obviously. I know I probably shouldn't just be giving you guys obvious commentary, but I noticed the scratch marks, as I'm sure you guys just did. I'm leaving that survivor alone. I'm coming up here to this survivor because I want the other survivor to unhook them, give him my first stack of power. And obviously she likes to blind, so I wasted her flashlight a bit. Yeah, she gets the blind eventually, but she wasted some of it trying to blind me the first time, so all in all, I was pretty chuffed. It was at this point I figured out she had life, which wasn't the best, and my Devour went, so I was like, well, I am now a 2-perk Andy, which is never good. She tries to fake the window, but I had a feeling she was gonna, so I managed to correct my swing enough that gave her a little slippity slap. And she is just running around the boxes, hoping I don't know she's there. Very sadly, I do, and I give her a little shake. And there's, of course, a guy there with a flashlight, but I get him to go through the window, because there's no way he can jump back through the window and get in front of me to flashlight blind me. Do you know what I mean? And the time it takes me to pick up. But he really wanted to give it a go, so I thought, oh, I'll give him a little smack, so he knows you're not just going to let him stand there and just try and body block. But fortunately for them, as much as I dislike camping, one of the reasons I run Devour is so that in situations where it would be somewhat beneficial for me to camp, I don't camp because it's not beneficial because of Devour. But with Devour gone, I don't mind camping as much, and I managed to get a brilliant teleport into all 3 of these survivors and knock down TXC and get another hit of Jolt on that gen. I also heard that apparently Jolt is bugged now. I don't know if it was bugged when I was playing, but I mean, I was using it just fine. She tries to get the flashlight blind, but I'm not stupid. I'm not just going to let her blind me while I'm carrying. Although that has happened to me before. So, yeah. But they just think, oh, well, I'm just going to heal here. I don't know if they could see me or not. But I was gonna teleport, but I decided not to. And yeah, I was gonna say, this girl tries to play this pallet. I think she tries to lithe away, and she just ends up running into me, which is hilarious. So I end up getting a second hook just as that girl gets unhooked, and they managed to do another gen, but I noticed the basement was here. And I feel like the basement's pretty good for Dredge. I mean, there's quite a lot of lockers everywhere. I also figured out that you can't teleport to a locker that's too close to another survivor on hook. Like, they get blocked. So, like, you have to wait for the person to get unhooked and then you teleport to the locker. It's kind of weird. But I get why they do it, is to stop, like, camping and the basement being busted. But I see all 3 survivors, so I know none of them are anywhere near getting the unhook. I target one of the healthy ones, and he decides to run towards the basement. So I was like, well, that's fine. I set my remnant, and I teleport to it, but I fuck up. Get the notification that someone is going for the unhook, so I decide, well, I'm gonna at least contest that and get her injured for her work. He tries to blind me, and in doing so becomes the second person to be hooked in the basement pretty soon. She's trying to hang around for the flashlight save, but I'm not having it. He wants to crawl away, so I decide, well, break this pallet and see if that girl comes any closer, and I could potentially get another easy down. And I believe I do here. Oh wait, no, no, she gets away. Okay, I was getting a little ahead of myself there. But this person tries to get the flashlight blind, and they weren't quick enough. She manages to get herself down, causing me to get another rack of jolt on that gen. That gen has been jolted so fucking much. Like, it must have 0 progress at this point, surely. Oh, I just realised, first hook for him. Didn't even know. But we are now down to 1 gen, and we managed to get 2 survivors down. So I was pretty chuffed. Obviously, they come in immediately with the unhook because they know I'm going to just go hook this bitch in the basement. I also had a challenge to hook 2 survivors in the basement, so it was perfect, really. But now, Nightfall is activated, which I love. Nightfall, is so cool. So I just scan around, making sure there's no one nearby. I obviously spotted that survivor, but he obviously knows that I saw him. And then I noticed blood marks. There you are, Bill. So I decided to turn my attention to Bill. And I think he gets kind of... I mean, he runs me as far away from the hook as he can, which was so smart. But he tries to crouch by that pallet, and I'm just like, no. So I decide, well, I can't even be asked to mind game it. I'm just going to break it and wait for the unhook. And then I mess up not being able to teleport, but it's fine. We teleport super fast, and I think that's Steve. Give Steve a good old wackadoo. I don't know all the survivors' names, sadly, especially the newer ones. But I give Steve a good old whack, and he's going down. So he went from not being hooked to... See, this is what I mean. She was on hook, and she's still trying to hang around for flashlights. It's like, do you want me to tunnel you? Pardon me. Sorry, I burped. And I hiccuped. Because, I mean, if she flashlight blind saved him, I'd have just tunneled her out after that. Then I'd be like, okay, you want to save him? That's fine. I wasn't going for you, but now I'm just going to go for you instead. But this lithe girl, she was trying to get to the lithe through the window, but I managed to hit it just in time. If I didn't, then that probably would have been a gigantic pain in the ass. I decide to bring her as far away from the gen as I can for some reason, instead of hooking her by there, unless I just didn't see that hook. But I believe this is Nancy. She tries to come in and body block, probably because if she had have successfully body blocked a little longer, or got me to give her a hit, the other girl might have got off, so I mean, I get it. But in the end, it was too little too late. I have 3 gens, 2 really close to each other, and then the one back here. I don't know if you guys noticed, I missed and I did a little shake. I missed again. Bloody hell, Bill. Stop juking me, Bill. And then he gets the pallets done. He just has a little teabag, and he runs away. And then I'm like, well, I'm just going to go check that gen. that Bitch Tits was working on. I shouldn't say Bitch Tits, but you know what I mean. I heard them on that gen, so I go here. Unfortunately, it's dropped. So they have time to Scarper. But I decided, well, I'm going to damage the gen, although it's hardly been touched. It's better to just damage it and get some regression. And I also destroy the lock so I can teleport to that gen a lot more effectively. But I feel like what they should be doing is... Oh, you silly boys. I don't know why. I mean, I guess they thought, oh, well, we can finish this heal. And to be fair, he finishes the heal. You know, I will give him that. He finished what he set out to do. He does a cheeky little dead hard. Hasn't used dead hard the whole game. Probably because it got nerfed to you have to unhook someone, right? I think now. But very unfortunately, he goes down. We get another lot of Jolt. And I think someone is here. But it might have just been his scratch marks. Oh, no, yeah, no, someone was here. She was just trying to get the save, and I was just like, pretty sure I know you're here. And she also has dead hard. And she dead hards away. She'd be very silly if she comes back. I don't think she came back. Like, I am, obviously I played this and I don't know the outcome. But part of, you know, it's been a little while, so I don't, you know, fully remember how everything goes. Pretty sure he's dead though, right? Yeah. He went from the one not being hooked at all to second dead. But obviously I teleport back to this gen and Bill is like, okay, well I'm gonna save my sprint burst. When he was walking I was like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have sprint burst. What? But he did. In the end I just crawl through. By the way, the Dredge just like climbs over the fucking windows. But we get that hit on Bill, and see, I was so annoyed that my Devour got snuffed pretty much immediately along with him dying. So I've been stunned a lot. Just realised that. But yeah, I'm still low-key like devastated that didn't get Devour on both games. Especially the first one, we were so close, and then the second one, we just got one token and it was gone. Which, it always sucks when that happens. Like, Devour is one of those perks that it will either help you tremendously, or it'll just be useless. And in this game, it was useless. You know, it just is what it is. But right now I'm just looking for survivors, seeing if they're not by some of the gens. And now I'm going to go check this gen. Also, sorry if you hear me drink, but yes, they are here, I heard them. Sorry if you hear me drink my tea. They are getting very close to doing this gen, to be fair to them. But surprisingly, I wasn't worried. I thought, well, we should be able to 4K, or at least 3K. Hopefully the guy or girl, whoever is left, doesn't get the hatch. But we give her a little smack. I think she is on death hook. One of them is on death hook, one of them isn't. But either way, we managed to get this bitch down. Chuck her on the hook by these two gens, and yeah, she is dead. So now is literally just, let's find Bill. Good old Billiam. But I don't think he is by these gens. So I decided to teleport to the shack immediately just to try and see if the, whatchamacallit is here, the hatch. At least I think I teleported to shack. But I'm just teleporting around, see if I can see or hear it. I accidentally teleported straight forward. But it worked out in the end because I found the hatch. You only get 3 teleports. He also had adrenaline. So he had sprint burst from what I saw and adrenaline. I can't remember what else he had. But I figured, oh, get a little points. Towards this part of the game, it's always for me, it's just kind of just getting some points. I mean, the gates are ridiculously close together. Well, they're not like super close, but like close enough that I can easily go back and forth between. I do a little thing here where I just set up the remnant to like be able to teleport towards the gate, and then I kind of was like, I don't think this is very effective. You don't move very fast when you're like channeling the power, so I decided to just go back to the normal, like checking the gates normally. I also am lucky in the sense that if he has a key, I am right in front of the like, hatch. I know what the hatch is, so it's not going to happen. But we do eventually find Bill. He was on this gate. He gave it his best shot. But very sadly... Oh, yeah, he manages to get that one last stun. He's like, I'm going to run you for as long as I can. But I decided to go through the locker, see if we can get him. But he noticed and turned around just in time. And this chase should be ending. I missed, popped the window, and he's down. Give him a little head shake so he knows, like, hey, well done. And this is pretty much the end of the episode, guys. I mean, I had so much fun playing Dredge. There's probably not going to be any more DVD gameplay. I mean, there might be one or two occasionally. It just depends how I'm feeling. But I very much recorded this on a whim. And it was nice. It was nowhere near as stressful as it used to be when I was making just DVD videos. If you're, you know, one of the OG subscribers that has been here that long, I found making DVD videos very, very stressful because I felt like I had to get the perfect game. But because I haven't done them in so long, I mean, Merciless, beautiful. Because I hadn't done them in so long, I didn't even care if these games were good or not. I was just happy to kind of record it and play it a bit, but they both went fantastic, thankfully. And there we go, there's that double pip that I wanted in the last game and didn't get. And that guy's like stuns. I just give him a GG. A GG well played, I should say. And yeah, one of them, like, look how high of prestige they all were. I was shocked that I managed to do so well when I saw that. But they had a lot, so overall, I had a blast. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.